the one and only President T.
Thank you.
This is the part where you say, walk in the room, spray what I like.
See on the wing.
I'm so gassed. This moment is incredible. How's it going?
Right now, things are going great. A lot better than they have been for a long time. Big up to my management, my label. The whole scene seems to be moving forward, so I'm trying to go forward with it.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be left behind in the slightest.
I mean, you've taken a bit of a break from music.
Yeah.
Was that just because you was like living life, or was you just in a place where you was like, I'm not really feeling music right now?
Sometimes it did become a bit of a struggle to juggle the both, real life, music. Especially the level of the game that I'm in is time consuming.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do both at the same time, but now I've learned how to deal with both. It's great.
Do you find this a bit pressure because you are pretty much every MC's favourite MC, and it's like if you speak, everybody listens, and if you drop a track, everybody's listening, so it has to be levels at all times. Do you find that pressure?
Yeah, the expectations are definitely high.
I mean, it's interesting because I was saying the other day, for the kind of new generation of people who listen to grime, they probably don't know who Prez T is in this day and age.
Yeah.
So whatever you drop now, people are going to go back and search you out and be like, oh my days, like President T, Bloodline.
Yeah.
They probably have established their relationship with grime from German Whip days, which is obviously quite recent. That's about 2 years ago now.
Yeah, on 2 years.
Yeah, and then you're going to kind of come out with your single and your album, and people are going to go and look at the back history, and it's going to be like, oh wow, President T.
Yeah, I'm trying to like open up everyone's eyes. So if you've only just heard of Prez T or President T recently, the music that I'm going to be forthcoming with is going to make you look deep into the past to know that I'm one of the pioneers of this whole scene.
I can't wait. I'm really excited. For those who haven't heard of Prez T, President T, before, I'm going to play a little mashup of your verse on That's Not Me, on Illuminati Ting, and on The Dedication, which is with your Bloodline brothers that we'll talk about in a minute.
Illuminati Ting, Mason, yeah. Wait on me. But I listen to tales. What's it going to be? Drugs, sales, or a couple of days in Wales? No, boy. Spent a couple of days west of the coast. When I came back to the bits, spent a couple of days, they were like, you're the best of the most. I said, when I stepped into the room, everybody had a raging pulse. Know why? They were like, who that President T on the mic? I only know, never knew he was the type. That man wanna talk all hype, but it's on Skype. I said, must be blazing the pipe.
And I went, you go boss, roll with paper, you know boss. You see I'm major, shout out hate. Ain't got a clue though boss, I roll with the president, them man there. The thing, you wanna send man there. You can never send man there, Illuminati Ting, Mason, yeah. And I went, you go boss, roll with paper, you know boss. You see I'm major, shout out hate. Ain't got a clue though boss, I roll with the president, them man there. The thing, you wanna send man there. You can never send man there, Illuminati Ting, Mason, yeah.
London's where I'm from. Do it for the man with the chaps and the tom. Do it for the man that reside. Do it for the goons that are gone. Do it for the man that dream. Do it for the man that can't see £25 and turned into a fiend. Do it for the man that teach. Do it for the man that license breach. Do it for the man that roam. Do it for the man that won't have none that talk and back at the chrome. I was like, Feds, leave me alone. I was like, Feds, leave me alone. They were like, Prez, you're in the zone. Do it for the man that seek. Do it for the man that know it's peak. See on the wing. Spray bars every day of the week. Do it for the kids that keep. Do it for the kids that can't really get any sleep. Do it for the man in the cage. Do it for the man that are brave. Why don't mean you could get to my stage? How much people you have? When you get to my age, do it for the man that are real. Do it for the man that are chase. Do it for the man that are still dark. No overwork explaining. You got a picture of my flow. Do it for the man that will frame it. I said T on the wing. Do it for the man that zoom. Do it for the man that sing. London's where I'm from. In the room, spray what I like. T on the wing, that's not hype. I was the stereo without the type. Must be after a strike. I said, that's not right. Hungry monkeys about the age. Skin colour or height. Covered in armour, must be a night. Trust any girl, not even a slight. Trust any girl, not even an inch. Someone like Salt, and I took a whole lot more than a pinch. Wow, I'm from the famous bits. Mine come across 2-3 hypocrites. Girls in shorts, even in splits. Real life stories, that's not me. President T transmits.
You just had a little mashup of Prez T music. If you don't know who President T is, then you do now. Legendary stuff. I need to ask you, because I know it's on everybody's mind all the time, who's your favourite MC when you was growing up?
Props going out to Maxwell D.
Yeah?
Yeah, Maxwell D was doing his stuff. He was a prime example of it emerging from garage into grime.
And obviously you're with Bloodlines. What's it like when you're in studio with those guys? Is it quite a lot of pressure? Because obviously there's some big personalities in there as well. You know, you've got Millie Major in there, you've got Meridian Dan, you've got Bossman Birdie. When you're in studio together, what's the vibe like?
Well, everyone's got their own characters about them. So you kind of buzz off each other, if you know what I mean. You kind of get the vibe, we rub off each other's vibe, and we're kind of emerged from a crew into a collective now. So rather than needing someone's hand to hold in the studio, you kind of like just get ideas off each other, and you know, you can give positive advice to the other.
All right, so in Sian Studio, I'm going to take you out of your comfort zone. Obviously, it's all good vibes in here, so it shouldn't be too hard. But I've got some instrumental choices for you that they're not particularly grime, okay? It's not all grime. So the idea is I play you some instrumentals and then you freestyle over one of them. So I'm going to throw a safety card in there automatically, and your safety card is this. It's pepper rhythm.
Okay.
Because obviously you can freestyle over pepper rhythm. Now this is rapid, and a lot of people have done their version of this. So obviously Chip was the first person, came out, water, pepper rhythm, everything was going off. Young'un, who's a rapper, did a version of it. P Money had a version of it, and we've had a couple of people in Sian Studio take on pepper rhythm. So this is like, if you feel like the other instrumentals are too far out of your comfort zone, this is the one you pick. How do you feel about this one?
This one's alright.
It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, so we've also got this one. Obviously Drake and Future dropped What a Time to Be Alive. I feel like this is quite fitting for you because this is your time to be alive right now. You're coming back with your single, you got the album coming out. Like, this is quite a fitting moment with this one. How you feeling about this one?
Yeah, I like this one.
You like this one?
Yeah.
All right, and then we've got a shocker. We've got Magnetic Eyes by Matrix and Future Bound. Just because I can't imagine it. Have you ever tried to spit this fast?
Yeah, I actually have. I've got a track out there in the studio right now that's like around the same speed.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That would surprise me. It would surprise me if you picked Magnetic Eyes. I'm just going to say that because it's a lot of stuff. So genre-wise, are you kind of like, right, I'm grime and that's it moving forward? Is that what the album's going to sound like?
Yeah, basically, you won't get any sort of trap/UK rap, because that's not what I do. That's not what I'm about, and I'm making it clear to the whole of the country right now. I'm a grime artist and I'm trying to bring grime forward. So if you want to make UK trap out of that or UK rap out of that, then so be it. It's all one scene anyway, but I represent grime, and I'm trying to bring... A lot of artists out there are trying to just class it as one thing, and I would say you're trying to cheat, because we've done all this groundwork not for you just to throw it all in together with the rappers and the trappers. And so I represent UK grime, and I'm trying to push grime forward, and it will go forward.
That makes me really happy, because I was having a conversation the other day about Rita Ora, who said that Section Boys are grime, and everyone was saying to me, hey, you know, it's good that Rita's saying that, it's good that people are opening up the world of grime. And I'm saying, well, actually, I don't class Section Boys as grime. And the person who I was talking to is kind of like a grime specialist, and they were like, Trapping Ain't Dead, the Section Boys tune's not that far from Skepta, That's Not Me. And I was like, do you know what, if my like kind of person that I look to in grime is saying that it's okay for Rita to do that, I have no argument. I have to be quiet, essentially, because who am I? And I felt really sad. I thought all of our grime pioneers are kind of going, actually, it's all right for people to do that, because it's all one in the same. And I'm like, where are the people left who's fighting this fight? So I'm glad to hear that you're fighting this fight with me. I'm going to play I Don't Really Care About the Law. That's from the Stranger Returns album that we'll talk about in a little while. And then after that, you can decide whether you're going to pick Pepper Rhythm, Digital Dash, or Magnetic Eyes to do your freestyle on in Sian Studio. You don't, do you? What do you care about?
Sometimes.
What do you care about?
I care about life, moving forward, and the Prez T enterprise.
What would you class as the Prez T enterprise?
A way of life. Kill off Killy. A lot of people don't know what Kill off Killy means. And Kill off Killy was taken from an old Caribbean saying, which was supposed to mean when you're really cross with someone or upset with someone. But Prez T then turned it into, if something's absolutely great, sick, good in your eyes, it gets a kill off Killy. And at the same time, if it's negative, it gets a kill off Killy. It's
really funny because everybody says it, and I don't think half the people even knew what it was until then.
Now you know.
That's good though. That's the joy of it, because you've got people running around saying your word, they have no idea what it even means. They just know this is a Prez T thing, and I'm cool if I say it. Like, I'm cool if I get involved. All right, so before that track, Prez T was faced with these: Matrix and Future Bound, Magnetic Eyes. Very, very fast. Some music from Drake and Future, What a Time to Be Alive, Digital Dash he was faced with. And then, of course, the safety card, which is Rapid's Pepper Rhythm. Which one are you feeling uncomfortable the most about before you tell me which one you're going to do?
Magnetica.
That one's making you feel the most out of your comfort zone?
Yeah.
But you know you could do that because you've done something similar?
Yeah.
All right then, so which one are you going to choose in Sian Studio?
It's going to have to be Digital Dash.
Digital Dash, okay. What a time to be alive. Are you ready to get straight into it?
Straight into it. Okay, greatest to ever touch down. Sian Anderson, Radio 1 Extra. It's large. Wow. I got that digital dash. I got that digital shag. I got that digital stash. I got that digital dash. I got that digital dash. You get killed off, Killy. What's it gonna be? Him or me? What's it gonna be? Him or us? Can't see loyalty without the trust. Kill off, Killy came back. That was a must. Everybody say boom, cause it won't be a bus. And if grime was a pizza, I'll be like deep pan. But it won't be a cross. There's no an MC that could get to my point of time. We know about blood without the line. Man wanna talk all bright. You would've thought he drank Sprite without the lime. I said there's not an MC that could murder my life. Big in Fife. Did you know I'm the real ordeal? Wanna roll with a dealer? This is so old school. You would've thought I was in theatre. Don't talk to feds, never been a squealer. I said talk to me bro. They don't wanna talk to me bro. Somebody bought 2 shots. Now they wanna talk to a pro. I don't wanna send for the coach or crow. I was like, talk to my flow. There's not a guy in Britain with this. I said, there's not a guy in Britain with that. Prez, how you gonna bury that chat? Trust me, when I see one of these online G's, you'll be like, did you bury that gap? See this life? No, it's not what it seems. Somebody asked me why I don't get no dreams. Go against man like president, you better back those greens. See me with followers, might see me with fiends. I was the Formula 1 without the teams. Kill off, Killy. I will die by any means. And believe I won't make any mess. And I apologise to any other mic man if I brought any stress. They were like, Prez, are you blessed? I was like, what should I believe in? What should I believe in? Jesus Christ in my vest. I said, I got that digital dash. I got that digital dash. I got that digital stash. You get killed off, Killy. I got that digital dash. I got that digital dash. I got that digital stash. Killed off, Killy.
The legendary President T flow. I mean, it's just easy for you, isn't it? You just have fun with it, don't you?
Yeah. I want to give props to, I can't remember his name off right now. There's a guy on Twitter, Grime Impersonator. He done a terrific example of President T.
Did he?
Yeah, man, he's like...
You must hear them all the time as well.
I've heard a few.
Does it get a little bit irritating?
No, like, I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I'm actually, yeah.
I mean, it's funny because obviously you've been listening to grime music over the past couple of years when you haven't been releasing anything.
Yeah.
Do you find that you hear a lot of people who sound like you?
Yeah, but I feel like they just can't get it right. That makes me feel good because at least it shows that
you are the
made
only you.
Something that, yeah, original.
So is it more flattering or is it quite frustrating?
Flattering. Yeah.
But it's like it's time for you now to come back and show everybody what the actual real presidential sound and flow is.
Yeah.
To you, who are the people that, you know, in grime, the people listening to the show can go and listen to and look out for as examples, great examples of grime artists?
Oh, great examples of grime artists. I would say like JME for prime example.
Yes.
As a grime artist that's coming from, you know, the Meridian crew like myself. All of us in the Meridian crew have come a long way. But he's a prime example of someone that has tried to move the culture as well and not just take his medal.
Yeah, and run with it.
Yeah.
Of course, he's a massive example. Massive. He's doing so well right now. I only just saw his track, his Pokemon track, the day before yesterday, and I was like, you're just Jamie, aren't you? You just do what you want. Is there anyone up and coming who you've seen who you're like, actually, yeah, I feel like this person is kind of carrying through what we try to do? Because, you know, there's a lot of hype around Novelist. Yeah. He's obviously really good. He's got 3 or 4 tracks out there. There are people like Jams who've got loads and loads of tracks out there and are on every set. You know, has anyone kind of crossed your radar who you're like, I feel like this person's bringing back exactly what we started this for?
Big shout out to Square.
Yes.
Because they're doing large things right now. Sprayed on the set with them and they remind me of the Meridian back in the day. Mm-hmm. The hunger and everything that comes with it. Like, I like to see that. I like what Jam is doing right now with the Lord of the Mics thing. He's trying to, you know, get MCs from all different directions. Shout out to XP. I think he done well on that clash as well, by the way. Yeah. You know?
I thought that was brilliant, especially all the bits about ginger hair when he just was
Nothing seemed to really affect him. He kind of like took it on the chin and just came back with bullets. So yeah, shout out to XP.
Are you like a Lords of the Wax guy yourself? Are you like, now that you're coming back with Stranger Returns, are you like, I want to kind of jump in the ring for the next Lords of the Mics?
I enjoy watching it, and like I said, if any artist or MC out there on my level, of course, that is willing to challenge me on that scale, then I wish you all the best. But it's not something that I would want to do if I weren't Prez T myself. So,
what would your ideal clash be? Because I always think like D-Double and Big Nasty would be my ideal clash, because I just think it would be hilarious. I would just be in it for the factor, lyrically and like visually, it would just be brilliant. So that's like my ideal clash for those reasons. What would yours be?
My ideal clash would be, I would want to see probably the Skepta and Devilman clash all over again.
Would you?
2015, yeah, because I reckon that set the pace for a lot of future clashes that are going on now. And at the same time, because a couple years ago, Jammer was supposed to line up a clash between me and Trim, and it never really happened. That was supposed to happen. I was looking forward to that, but it never really came to my table. So
I mean, that's definitely one that could happen right now.
Possibly.
I think because you know, I see Trim on Twitter a lot, and he's got a lot of chat.
Yeah,
and it seems like he wants to get out into the ring. So maybe that's one that we have to get out. Is that a friendly one, or is it like? That's
a welcome. Like I'm welcome to it. I'm welcome anyone to it. If Jam wants to phone me tomorrow and line it up, feel free to do it. You know, it's not something that I'm avoiding in the slightest. I never even started that banter, but I will enjoy like taking part in it.
I love that you're not afraid of this at all. You're just like, what? Yeah, I'll stand up in a war. All right, so just let's talk about the album before you leave Sian Studios. Stranger Returns. Why so long? Why is it taking so long to get this out?
It took long to start with, and then after the first point of me realising, well, this took quite some long time to come out with, the tracks that were actually on it were dated, in a sense of the bars that I used on there were already, people have heard them, the fans, and I don't think the fans would appreciate a mixtape that they've waited so long for it to have lyrics on it that they've heard throughout the space of 2 years.
Okay, consider it.
So the new Stranger Returns out now, that will be out next month, end of next month, is a fresh, completed, what can we call it? Christmas festive gift of an album.
Can't wait. Yeah. It's going to be really exciting. And collaboration-wise, is there any one on there?
I've got a few. I've got most of the Bloodline members on the album.
Wicked.
Collaboration with Bruiser.
That is brilliant.
That's the one that I will speak about.
That's the one.
There's a few other collaborations. And yeah.
And who would be your ideal collab for kind of future? When you've done the album, you've put the album out, next year, you know, you're sat there and you're going, okay, I need a track with this person. Who is that person?
I want to work with some of the American artists.
Yeah.
Like I would like to work with Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
For prime example, so
that would be good vibes.
That direction.
That would be good vibes. Yeah. Okay, let's put that energy out there. And Wiz Khalifa next year. Let's try and make that happen.
And by the way, any top drum and bass MCs out there, I would like to work with like either Harry Shotter, Bassman, a few collectives, because I'm coming back from that era as well.
Yeah.
From all the way back. So yeah, and I've got a bit of drum and bass in me. So all the drum and bass rude boys out there, President T, remember that.
Amazing. You got to represent. You got to bring that back too. Thank you so much for coming into Sian Studio. I'm going to play Kill Off Kali. That comes out on November 13th, and that's a 2015 version.
Friday the 13th.
That's the bad day, isn't it? That's like that's a negative day. All right, it's a good day for Kill Off Kali. Yeah. I'm like, Friday 13th, isn't that a day we're all meant to stay in our houses? Yeah, stay in the house, buy Kill Off Kali, listen to it over and over again. And then obviously you've got the Stranger Returns album coming out at the end of the year, around end of November, beginning of December maybe?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks so much for coming in. This is the current single, Kill Off Kali.
Kill Off Kali. I said Kill Off Kali. President T, get Kill Off Kali, please.